To our right, this mountain is Mount Roberts. Some fun fact about that, actually, there's more miles of mining tunnel in that mountain than there are roads in Juneau. And some of those mining tunnels are actually so big, you could fit a cruise ship in there. One of the smaller ones could actually fit inside of those tunnels. Up ahead here is the Red Dog Saloon. So if you go in there, you'll actually notice that there's sawdust on the floor, and that's because in the old days, when this was just a small mining town, the miners would go in there and they would actually pay for their drinks with gold dust. And so what they do is they'd take a pinch of gold dust from their pouch and they'd give it to the bartender in exchange for their drinks. And by the end of the night, they would be a little tipsy, so they'd start, spilling a little bit of that gold dust on the ground. And as a way of trying to figure out how to retain that dust, they actually covered the ground with sawdust so that at the end of every night they could sweep it up. They'd put it in water and the gold would sink to the bottom of the water and the sawdust would float to the top. And that's how they were able to get that dust back. And to this day, they still cover the ground in sawdust, even though I imagine none of you are paying for your drinks with gold dust. So yeah, Juneau is started as a mining town, but now is the main seat of government for the city of Alaska. So it's the capital city, and it is the only capital city that is not connected to the rest of the country by road. We are not an island, but because of the glacier field next to us, we have the only way in here is by boat or plane. So here in Juneau, the Gastineau Channel has a very high difference in tides. We have a tidal difference of about 23 feet. What that means is that at high tide, the water comes right up here. Actually, at low tide, there's times when you can walk right across the channel in some places, right over to Douglas Island. So this road that we're on right now, we call it the road because it's the one road in Juneau. There are no other roads. But it does go all the way. This road from bottom to top is about a 45-50 minute drive, and that'll take you right from the bottom to the top of Juneau. And as we're leaving downtown here, we're going to start to see a few things. Actually, Juneau is sort of separated into two little areas, two towns, sort of separated by this stretch here. This building here on our left is the salmon hatchery. So, fun thing about Juneau is that we love fishing. They say, it is not even a challenge. You go fishing here and you get bored because you're just catching too many fish. We have all 5 kinds of salmon, and we have a fun way of remembering all 5 kinds of salmon, which I'll teach you now and then I'll quiz you on our way back. So you use your hand. The 5 kinds of salmon are chum, sockeye, king, silver, and pink. Now you can remember that by thumb. Your thumb is chum, thumb. Sockeye, because if you were gonna sock someone in the eye, this would be the finger that you hit him with. King, because your middle finger is your largest finger, so that's the king salmon. Silver salmon, because it's your ring finger where you would put a silver ring. And then pink salmon, for your pinky there. So that's pink salmon. This beautiful view to your left here, those are the Chilkat Mountains. I love the name. I think mountains always have these big scary names like Kilimanjaro or something. I think the Chilkat Mountains says a lot more about how we are here in Juneau. We're a bunch of Chilkats. Sometimes it looks like, oh, and there's one up on the light post. Actually, a couple on. All these light posts have bald eagles just hanging out on them. right now, everybody. If you look to your left, there's the whale. I know, you knew it. But you know, I like to go over this bridge anyway because it really gives you a beautiful view of Juneau and of Douglas Island.
90 inches of rain and 100 inches of snow per year. Some of the trees you may notice are the western hemlock, the Sitka spruce, and red alder. The Sitka spruce gets its name from a Tlingit island called Shiatika Hot. It has since been changed to Baranof Island. It has small, sharp pines, but it is the largest spruce in the world, so fittingly, it's the state tree of Alaska. The western hemlock are similar-looking trees with the droopy tops. The Tlingit people found this wood handy for making utensils and combs. The red alder are the green leafy trees you see. Its uses include smoking salmon. After the summer harvest, much of the food was preserved and stored. As you mentioned,